So I want you to think about when you go out and meet women, what you're thinking about. And I want you to actually kind of wrap your brain around what your expectations are. So this is the question. If my blank saw her, whoever you're seeing that has your attention, they would say this. They would say blank. So you're at a bar, you're at a party, you're at doing something where you meet a woman, and she catches your attention. I want you to think about this. If my friends saw her with me, they would say this. Or if I walked into a party with this girl on my arm, the people at the party would say this. And if you get some sort of status out of that particular girl, because it'll make you feel better, then you're setting yourself up, because then you have higher expectations, and that doesn't help you. So the questions, if my friends saw her, they would say this, or my family, if you want to do that, or if I went to a party and with her on my arm, they saw her, they would say this. If you feel really good about yourself, that what they would say, and it makes you feel proud and that kind of stuff, then you're setting yourself up. I'm not saying don't pursue those women. I'm not saying don't chase those women. Don't try and get their numbers and try and get them as girlfriends. Absolutely do that. But understand that if you have this high expectation of that you want to get this woman and it doesn't come through, you're not going to feel good about yourself, and that sucks our confidence, because the women that we're really attracted to, we're higher invested in having a successful outcome with. And when we have a higher investment in having that outcome, then like really it sucks more out of us. It's even more of a vampire, confidence drained by the vampire confidence. So I'd like you to consider those questions, and further, I would like you to actually fill them out in the social commentaries below. Because what we need to do different, gentlemen, is we need to actually talk to each other more than we are. We need to engage more than we do. Women naturally network. They see a problem, they talk to the other women about that problem. We don't do that. We kind of save our problems for those specific people those specific guys we want to go to, those ones that we know we can trust and that are going to basically respect the fact that we're struggling with something. So please use the social commentary and write those answers down, or what you learned about yourself, if you learned anything about yourself in that. Excellent. You guys still with me? You still here? You're doing great. I know this is a lot of content, and I just want to commend you for staying with me so far. This will serve you well. If you do the things I'm talking about, it will really serve you well. I'm here, and you're here, and we're going to keep going on. Another perspective I want you to look at when it comes to having a different experience with women, and we're still in the perspective area here, and that is you have to see it as a skill set. You have to see it as something that you're actually learning to do differently. And if you don't understand that you're developing a skill set when it comes to talking to women and approaching women, you're not helping yourself. The yeah buts will actually get in your way, because you're not understanding that there's going to be payoffs to them. So part of the skill set you're developing is learning how to speak to women and learning how to be more confident. And anything worthwhile having is you have to work for it. And if you want to have a different experience with women, you're going to need to do some work. It hasn't been working for you, has it? Well, so this is a new skill set, and yes, it's going to be uncomfortable, and yes, it's going to be hard, and yes, you're not going to feel good about yourself, and it's going to feel awkward. Absolutely, but that's why I'm here for you, and that's why I'm here to help you, because I want to help. I'm invested in you moving forward. The other reason why I think we should all have more confidence in our life, and how you should have more confidence, especially with women, has nothing to do with you. What it has to do with is you being a help to your friends and being a role model to your friends. Imagine what it would be like if you have guys saying to you, how do you do that? Tell me how you talk to women. What do you do? And you say, I talk to them. And they go, well, that doesn't make sense. Imagine what that would be like if you can actually help other guys have a different experience with women. It feels great. And if no other reason, do it for your buddies. Do it for your friends. So we're going to move on now to the payoffs if you do this work. And one of those payoffs is that you're going to be able to help your friends. But another payoff is that actually has nothing to do with meeting women. As odd as that sounds right now, if you do this work and you shift your perspective and you see the world differently and go from like seeing the world like this to like this, you will have payoffs that are going to make you feel great. If you are going out and being yourself and being who you are and who you truly are yourself, then you have no investment in having a success. And when you go out and hang out with your friends, you're out there hanging out with your friends. Your payoff is the fact that you're with your friends. And if you should happen to meet women, oh, great. But then you don't feel like crap if you don't get it. And that's really the biggest reason you should be doing this work and listening to this stuff, is that you will feel better about yourself because it's not dependent. Your worth is not dependent on scoring with a girl or getting a number or getting laid. And yeah, we want women. Yeah, we want to have a girlfriend. Yeah, we want to have a different experience with women. I get it. I know. But if you're leading with desperation or neediness, you're just setting yourself up for having like not a great night when you go out. But if you're going with, I'm going to go out and have a good time, I'm going to listen to some music, or I'm going to go enjoy this event, and I'm going for the event, and if I happen to meet, okay. And if I don't, okay. But that is what changes it all. And that's going to be your biggest payoff, and it has nothing to do with women. It has to do with what your expectation is of having an outcome. Make sense? I hope so. So, I'm going to issue a challenge, and the challenge is for you to do the questions I asked you. And I want you to write them down, and that is, if my blank saw her, they would say blank. Or if I went to a party with her on my arm, people at the party would say this. Because you need to start thinking about what you're thinking about women. And we go into this autopilot, we go into this operating system that we're not aware of, and this is what gets people in the way, because they're not even cognition, thinking about thinking. They're not even cognizant of what they're actually thinking about when it comes to women. And a lot of that, what we're not aware of and what we're not thinking about, is what our biases are and our yeah buts, and how we just see that. So we're going to put that over here, right? We agreed. We're going to put it over here. And so I want you to do that work, because I'm here to serve you, but you have to serve yourself. And I can only give you so much information, and this, if anything worth having, is worth doing some work on. So think about those things, and please fill them out in the commentary below. Let me know I'm on the right track. Let me know that I'm actually making a difference, and that this has been worth your time and worth my time, frankly, to be of service to you, because I'm here, I'm committed. I need some feedback, because it's like a one-way process here, right? So do the questions, fill them in below, and ask me questions. If you have anything that you want to know, or that you would like some more information on or clarification, please ask, and I'll fill them out when I have a chance. In closing, the last thing I'm going to talk about is the next video. And the next video is further deep diving into basically our yeah buts, and really what's propping up our yeah buts. In my practice with helping people find clarity, I don't focus on what the problem is. I focus on what people's payoff is to have that problem. And it's a really shift. It's a real way of looking different. So if the problem is this, I don't look at this. I look at what's holding it up. And the yeah buts that we have are in a lot of ways belief systems that we need to get out of. So next video, which is called The Noise, is what noise we have in our head, and that's about negative self-talk. I hope this video has served you well. I hope you see the world differently. I hope you have a different perspective. I'm I honor you for sticking with me through this, and I'm proud of you for being able to do that, and obviously your commitment to having a different experience with women. And stick with me, and you'll be that guy. And guys will come and say to you, how do you do that? You have to believe me on this and trust me. So take care, and I am Luc Bouchard with Solvact Life Coaching Services. I've been a certified life skills coach for 22 years, and I'm here to help you be that guy. Take care.